Welcome everyone. Nice to see you all here. Welcome Dharma Bum at the Dharma Wheel Hermitage, California. Scott and Cody from Recent Retreat. Hi guys, how you doing? So nice to see you joining us over there on Zoom. At the very least, this might give you a kind of reason to do a bit more meditation. You have to excuse me, I've got another bad hair day. It was a lot easier when I was a monk. I just shave it off every day. Yeah, Donovan. And you know what it's like. So we're looking at a kind of image again, like we were previously. And what we're using here is an image of the Buddha, but it doesn't have to be. It's what we call a significant image, right? So I saw your shrine actually, Scott. So I saw you got a little Buddha head or something like that on your shrine. So that's nice. You can use that. We're going to use this as a focus so we can kind of stabilize our meditation. I'll give comments as we go along. But basically we've got this image and it's a focal object. So we've got a focal object in meditation. The important thing is that we don't kind of just want to grasp onto this object and like try to push away all thoughts. We don't want the mind to become absorbed into the image or the statue, whatever you're using. We kind of use it there as a reminder. The importance of being a significant object, like I've got this stick we made in Sekar in Nepal. It's adjustable, right? And you can put an image on it, get it to the right height. Is that if it's a significant object, then it kind of inspires you. For example, if you really have a lot of faith in the Dalai Lama, you have a picture of the Dalai Lama, when you meditate on that, it makes you kind of diligent and keeps you focused. So there'll be things like thoughts will arise. Now the task is really easy. The thing is that if you feel like you've just lost the plot, you've forgotten what you're doing, you're wandering off, you're daydreaming about your work, etc., and then you just remember and bring your mind gently back to the object. But you don't try to get rid of background thoughts. If you hear sounds, it doesn't matter. You're not forcing the mind. We don't want to create tension. So we just remember and then we gently bring the mind back to the focus and then rest again. And if you've done a bit of meditation, if you've been following the program, then you may have identified, for example, these natural moments of stillness in your mind, the natural tranquility that exists there, or possibly even clarity, bliss, or non-thought, one of these experiences. And so what we're doing here is stabilizing that experience of mind. So as usual, we're going to say some aspiration prayers, remind ourselves why we're practicing the path, and then we'll do these short periods of meditation, kind of 10 to 12 minutes each. And in between, we'll say the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra. It's a kind of reminder of our intention to work for the benefit of all beings, but it's also a nice way of refreshing and resetting so we can meditate again, rather than just becoming sleepy or dull. So we'll start with the aspirations. I'll ring the gong. The end of the session will be marked with the moktok, this kind of clave thing. And then at that point, we'll say one mala of Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, here we go. Oh, glorious, precious root Lama, above my head on a lotus moon seat, you care for me with great kindness. Please bestow the cities of body, speech, and mind to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge. May I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge. May I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge. May I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings where the supreme and precious awakening mind has not arisen, may it arise. And once it's arisen, may it not diminish, forever continue to flourish and thrive. I prostrate, make offerings, and confess, rejoice, request, and supplicate, whatever slight merit I gather here, to Buddhahood I dedicate. posture, being with your breath, center yourself, and then lightly place your attention on your focal object. Do not grasp at it, which creates tension in the mind, but merely rest your visual consciousness on the appearance before you and relax. When the mind becomes distracted by thoughts or carried away by external sounds and sensations, then rather than trying to push these away, just leave it alone and gently return your attention to your visual object. if you become aware of tension in the body, then using the relaxing qualities of the out breath, exhalation, breathe out, release the tension, and then return your focus to your visual object. If you experience murmurings of background thoughts or awareness of sounds in the distance, it's of no consequence. Just leave them as they are. Remain aware of your focal object. relax, and we'll say the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, remembering that we don't practice just for our own benefit, but to make ourselves better, and by that also make the world a better place. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Remember, the essence of the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra is the four immeasurables: immeasurable love, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable joy, and immeasurable equanimity. Center yourself on the breath. Rest the mind on your focal object. To achieve stability in your meditation, the mind must remain relaxed and yet aware, without tension, grasping at the object, or trying to force thoughts away, but also without falling into drowsiness and dullness. A mind that is relaxed and yet aware. Aware, and if there are thoughts, that is fine. If there are no thoughts, that is also fine. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 The Om Mani Padme Hum mantra is the mantra of Chenrezig, the Lord of Love and Compassion. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. It embodies bodhicitta, the thought that wishes for all beings to be happy and free of suffering. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Wishes for the well-being of all sentient beings, without distinction of friends and enemies, those near and far. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme A stable mind is a mind free of self-identification, a mind liberated from the personal narrative. I am meditating. I must remain focused. This is my meditation, my thoughts, my distraction. Rest relaxed and aware of thoughts and sensations. But you can ditch the notions of me and mine. mani padme hum, mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. By this merit may I obtain omniscience, defeat the enemy wrongdoing, and so free all beings from the ocean of existence, with its stormy waves of birth, aging, sickness, and death. Precious mind of awakening, may it arise in those who are without it, and never fade from those who hold it, but continually grow from strength to strength. May the glorious Lama's lotus feet be firm. May bliss and joy fill the reaches of space, as we gather the accumulations and purify obscurations. May I and all without exception be swiftly brought to Buddhahood. Sitting well there, Cody and Scott. So if you're on Zoom, then you get the opportunity for me to sort of check out your position and give personal comments. The only thing I'll say, Scott, is maybe sit in front of a mirror for one session and just check your head position is centered. It might be slightly tilting to one side. It's quite useful to do that from time to time. And Christopher, Dharma Bum, you're sitting well there. I think being a real Dharma Bum, like being homeless out in the wild, it's really good for your meditation, because you've got very few desires and you're easily satisfied when you sleep out in rough, stuff like that. And it's really nice to see a network of hermitage building over the world. We've got one in Nepal, one in the Congo in Africa. There's one I'm building here in BC and the Gulf Islands, and that's going to have its first retreat in spring. And now Christopher is building one in Northern California. And so please check out his channel, Dharma Bum Productions, and he's got lots of like live streams and stuff. I think there's one this evening, is that right? A campfire one or something. And if you do, then you'll kind of be updated on what's going on there. At some point, we should get a group of people together and go down there and help him build some stuff. You know, like some of the lads show up, go to California. It'd be great. We can sleep out in tents, cook on a campfire, bring some shovels and things, and you know, build toilets, for example, because we're going to do a retreat there maybe next year. If things settle down a bit in the States, it's just crazy at the moment. It's like I'll probably go there and end up in El Salvador, so I've got to be careful. But you know, we could, like, one thing we could do is build a big trench and make some toilets, so if we have a retreat, then everybody's got somewhere to pee and poo, basically, right? Build like a camp cook place, cookhouse type thing. We need to do this. We've got another one in Argentina as well. Uriel, one of the friends of the channel, he's got a place in the jungle and he's building a hermitage. And if we have lots of hermitages, like you can go, well, I need to meditate. What country am I in? I'm in Brazil. I'm going to go off there and meditate in the jungle for a week. It'd be great, right? And it's like zero transaction, right? Just watch out for too much e-begging, Christopher. It doesn't give the Dharma a good look if there's too much e-begging, right? People have to come, do this thing, like Mary here. She runs a Discord and she kind of gives her time because she thinks it's something good. She's not trying to pay me back for anything. She just thinks it's a good thing to do. And then if I put our energies into that, maybe we can shift the world a little bit, the cosmic energy, towards something more virtuous and positive. So thank you everyone for joining us, and see you next week.